Yeah, Ditto's in the mansion.
Yeah, that's where you normally catch those.
3, 2, 1, throw them. There's 2 places. Oh, God.
What did we do?
Okay, 3. Wait, 3, 2, 1, throw.
Hey, pretty good.
I think there's 3 places to get Ditto in red and blue. I don't remember about yellow, but off the top of my head, I want to say you can get them in the mansion at Cinnabar.
I dropped the Joy-Con.
Okay, I was gonna say something fell.
It was on my lap, but I opened a cold one.
You can get them at the Cinnabar mansion. I think I said Celadon initially, but I meant Cinnabar. You can get them outside of. I swear to God, you can get them outside of Fuchsia City, but they're extremely rare, if I remember correctly.
Mm.
And you can get them outside of the Pokemon League, but I think it's during the trip where you go through the thing where the guards stop you.
Say goodbye to cute chocolate dipped egg.
Well, she could still be a chocolate.
Bye-bye Cadbury cream. Here we go. Weird Hypnos.
Lady Hypnos are still cute. It's the guy Hypnos that are.
Do they have an actual difference?
I think actually in some games they do. I think the frill spreads more if it's female, but it's more beard-like if it's male. I could be wrong.
I don't remember
I could be wrong. But I want to say that the shape is slightly different.
Might be just projecting the,
Hypnos
of course
Data
it's a girl.
Well, if it's a girl, I think of it as being like a feather boa, and then if it's a guy, I think of it as a beard. So it could just be me, I don't know.
It's eyelashes logic.
A little bit.
But sometimes they do that.
Yeah. It's. I think actually what it is just like a weird frill for some strange reason.
I like to think of it as the collar of like a jacket.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Sure, I could see that. Hypno's data will be added to the Pokedex.
Hypno, the hypnosis Pokemon. Avoid eye contact if you come across one. It will try to put you asleep by using its pendulum.
If you see one coming towards you, quickly cross the street.
Yeah, like these guys are creepy. Like I think
poor Hypno. This one's really small. I didn't realize.
Oh, she's 2 feet.
She's 3 feet tall.
Oh.
Average Hypno are 5 foot. That's human sized. This one's 3 feet tall.
Yeah, 5'3" is how tall I am.
She's a little chunky though. Like she's smaller in weight, but not enough to justify losing 2 whole feet.
Yeah. Yeah, she's. I'm imagining in my head is like she's actually almost drowsy shaped still.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. I think that would be the general shaping. I mean, the arms and everything would be different, obviously, but like, the general body structure would still be drowsy-ish. That's fine. I like that.
Her.
Yeah, she's small.
Yeah, I think of the Hypno fur as like the collar of a jacket because I keep thinking like this thing's got like a trench coat on and it's gonna flash you and you better like avert your eyes.
I mean, this one's not. Hopefully. Yeah. Giant, by the way.
Yeah, no, I mean, they don't reflect.
She's actually small, but yeah, the overworld sprite doesn't realize that.
Yeah, they're not reflecting it accurately.
There's a Pidgeotto. That's not what I want. There's a Hypno. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk into a building and out, because I think that'll reset it.
Yeah, but it doesn't break the chain.
No, it doesn't break the chain.
Yeah, I might have to draw this short, chunky, drowsy girl.
Oh, let's see here. Nope. These 3 are not what I'm looking for. That Hypno is she's really starting to, like...
Startle you?
Yeah, because I'm not expecting
Because she's large?
Because out of nowhere she pops up and I'm like, oh god, there's a Hypno here? Nope. Still looking for rats.
Yeah, we're looking for Eradicate. We found 2, caught them, and then the chain is very stubborn.
Yeah, it would have been better off doing Pidgey, but there's a Kadabra there.
Okay.
Fuck Eradicate. I want this Kadabra.
We never got an Abra because they're dicks.
Yeah, because they're dicks. This one probably still has teleport, so 3, 2, 1, throw them.
You stay in there.
Please stay. We didn't care about actually catching Eradicate. We weren't chaining them for that. We were chaining them so that rarer Pokemon would show up.
We just wanted to raise the numbers a little.
Yeah.
And it worked, kinda.
Yeah.
I forgot how dynamic the Hypno box sprite is.
Oh, it's not usually that big. That's a new one.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, because I've noticed this. A bunch of them have their originals. Like Pikachu and Eevee, those are their normal box sprites, I'm almost positive. That is not the normal one for Charizard, Hypno, Arcanine, or Gyarados. Those are brand new.
It could be that the small ones are also new and we can't tell because they're small like the old ones.
I've noticed that some of them are staying exactly the same because I recognize them in their entirety. Kadabra's data will be added to the Pokedex. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kadabra, the Psy Pokemon. That's a weird way to say that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Many odd things happen if this Pokemon is close by. For example, it makes clocks run backward.
So, just as a little tidbit of information about Kadabra. Kadabra is a Pokemon that does not show up anymore in almost anything Pokemon related.
Because this was based off of a real guy who sued.
Uri Geller.
Yes.
He argued in court, and he took Game Freak to court over this, that they had based the Pokemon on him, and even though he didn't win that court case and actively lost it, the fact that he had such a strong case and the fact that he actively tried to take them to court over it. I always forget Kadabra's tail is this big, by the way.
Yeah, it's kind of cool tail.
But the fact that he brought them to court over it scared Game Freak so much that they refused to touch this Pokemon ever again. You basically can't find Kadabra in the wild anymore. You have to evolve them from Abra.
Well, we just caught this one in the wild.
Yeah, well,
though.
this is yellow, though. This is one of those weird things.
He doesn't show up in the TCG.
Yeah, the TCG actively got rid of Kadabra entirely. They have not printed Kadabra cards since, like, base set. Instead, Abras now all have an ability, all of them have an ability, where they go directly from Abra to Alakazam.
And to be fair, isn't the Japanese name for Kadabra just Origella or something?
Like
they named it after the guy.
I don't remember. I know he lost that court suit, though. Like for real, he actually lost that.
Yeah, like, it's clearly not an actual caricature or anything. It was just kind of a tribute, but, like, I mean, it's... He kind of had a leg to stand on, sort of.
Somebody said, what do you mean? They made a Mega Alakazam. Yes, that's not Kadabra.
Yeah, they just skip Kadabra.
They have no problem touching Alakazam or Abra. It's Kadabra that they don't want to touch.
Yeah, like, check any of the more recent TCG sets on, like, Bulbapedia. If you see an Alakazam, there will be some sort of weird, like, thing where it's either, like, an EX that you can just play immediately, or it evolves straight from Abra.
Yeah,
it's... like, it has, like, a skill on the Abra that's just evolving into Alakazam.
It's unfortunate, because I actually really like Kadabra.
Kadabra's the least mean on the evolutionary scale, I feel.
Yeah,
Because Abras are dicks. And Alakazams will kill you. But Kadabras, you might have a chance of reasoning with.
Yeah. If you want to do this, you can.
Handmade Pokemon accessories. Go take a look on the 5th floor of the department store. I sound terrible.
Yeah, also somebody pointed out this man still has this weird moat. Yes, he does.
Yeah, this little
I don't know why.
Hole.
Meh. I think you can get Poliwags out of here. One of the Pokemon encounters that I remember really strongly here, though, is Grimer.
Oh.
You can totally get Grimer out of this. And there are characters, I think, in Gold and Silver where you can't find Grimers here, who actively tell you that you can no longer find Grimer there because there was a citywide cleanup effort. And it removed the Grimer from this pond. And it's like, oh, that's actually kind of sad. Because they're living creatures. I mean, I don't know. It's like kicking an animal out of its habitat.
Yeah, but then aren't Grimers in other parts of the Pokemon world used in part of a cleanup thing where they're just
looks like
trash
it splashed
disposal?
some water.
Like,
Tiny looks pleased.
You feed them more toxic waste and they break it down.
In Alola, that's how they fixed their pollution problems.
They have a place in the world.
Yeah, sorta.
My coughing is the best partner. It spews out poison gas when it gets angry, and I hotbox myself.
No,
but it's usually very sweet, I promise.
You can't hotbox yourself on poison gas. You could just die doing that. Gas!
Yeah, why does coughing say gas?
Just walk up to a fucking floating sea mine and it screams gas at you. Pokemon is terrifying.
You know what I realized? I was thinking, like, maybe we'd name the Hypno Pudding, but technically in, one of our deleted Monster Rancher runs, our monster was named Pudding. But that's something that's never shown on the channel because it didn't record properly. I don't think it ever will either. So it's like, do we care?
I don't really care.
Okay.
We can name it Pudding if you want to.
I don't. I'm stuck between Pudding, Flan, and Cadbury.
Loads and loads of TMs. Second floor, Trainers Market. Okay. That's good for us.
Clickety-clack down the track. Feel the heat, smell the smoke.
Welcome to the Technical Machine Shop. Can I help you? I'm here to buy. Okay, Dragon Tail. These are expensive as hell, by the way. Dragon Tail, U-Turn, Iron Tail, Waterfall, Tri-Attack, Bulk Up, Shadow Ball, Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam was really good in Gen 1, but actually it's not worth 100,000 in current Gen anyway. They're expensive, by the way, because these are multi-use TMs.
Yeah, but we can't afford it right now.
Yeah, ever since they did that, they have raised the price of TMs in games. It is. I understand. I was actually tempted by Iron Tail and then realized that would leave us with, like, not a lot of money.
Yeah, but it's a good thing to consider getting later.
Shadow Ball is super good, especially if we're going into Lavender Town after Sylph Co. But I don't know if we want to do that or not, because we do still have some Dark-type moves on other Pokemon. So it's kind of like a questionable thing.
I like U-Turn as just a general trolling move.
U-Turn is okay. It's more useful if you have builds for it. Right now, we don't really have anything that we're building Pokemon
Yeah, it's just like you pull something out and you're like, buy, and then switch.
We do. Somebody pointed out, oh god, I didn't even think of that. Thank you. Thank you, Fat Knees. We have a fuck ton of pearls and nuggets that we can sell.
Oh yeah, fuck.
I didn't even think of that.
We
2
got a
pearls,
whole bridge full of nugs.
5 nugs. Let's see here. I want to see if these are worth money. No, okay, so these aren't for money.
That was a gift. You keep that.
No, I know. I was just trying to figure out if those were like money items or not.
Yeah, that's
sold at a low price. Yeah. That's not that low a price. It's like 1,500. I mean, fair, but like.
Lugeron, those weren't your nugs.
Big Pearl.
Those nugs belong to the government now. We turned them in.
It's okay. We keep finding nugs. I don't know why. This whole area is just full of fucking.
We go down into caves
gold.
where it's really dank, and we get a bunch of nugs.
Tiny Mushroom is also a sell item. So they're not worth very much.
No, but you know.
Yeah. You used to be able to get those off of Paris because Pokemon don't have hold items in this game. I guess that doesn't really work that way.
It's kind of like you just find them every so often, like your Pokemon's digging for truffles or whatever.
Yeah. Do you want to sell 2 of these?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's a sell item.
Well, it actively says it doesn't do anything.
It's just
I don't know
like
that it's
you
a sell
randomly
item.
sometimes find really big fucking. Those might have.
These may have a use. Yeah, I was
They're
thinking about that too.
Usually not really useful, but then you'll find an NPC somewhere that wants them.
Yeah, the move Rememberer is the person that you have to give heart scales to if you want your Pokemon to pick up whatever, you know what I mean. Your Pokemon to
Don't sell a rare candy.
I just realized there were 5,000 a piece and we have 40.
Don't worry
I was just curious. I wanted to see. Same with like some of these other candies, but these are only
10.
worth 10. That's not worth it. Yeah. Okay. Well, now we've got enough money. Not for everything, but surely enough for Iron Tail.
Yeah, get Iron Tail if nothing else.
Yeah.
It's just overall handy.
Yeah, Iron Tail is useful, and it will be useful for Erica specifically, because Erica is a grass gym, and Iron Tail is a steel type move.
Is steel good for grass?
Steel's good against grass. You know how I remember that in my brain?
Hedge clippers.
I actually remember like a lawnmower.
Oh, okay.
Also, Rotom's grass form is a lawnmower for some strange reason, and people question why it is that it doesn't learn steel type attacks. The user hurls a shadowy blob at the target. Yes, we want Shadow Ball. That's fine.
Fridge Rotom is the best Rotom. Just I'm putting that out there.
I wonder who can learn Iron Tail on our team.
Probably everyone.
If I could, I would slow zoom into the Pikachu eating the leg of a Hypno, by the way.
Well, I don't know if Tiny Chew needs it. Specifically, we had another Pikachu that you had originally wanted to train.
Yeah, but if you're training Tiny Chew, we can continue to train Tiny Chew.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what does she have on her?
Mostly electric attacks.
She has Brick Break. I wanna say no, she doesn't.
No, she had Double Kick, Payday, Thunder, and Thunderbolt. Do you want to get rid of something for Iron Tail?
No,
You're
not
okay
yet.
with this then? All
yeah,
right.
just I mean, it's a multi-use TM. Just we'll come back to it later.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fatmies can learn it.
Fatmies can learn it. Does Fatmies have anything that we want to drop in exchange for Iron Tail?
It's a good question.
Because that's where it comes down to, is like, oh, what do we have that we can get rid of? Ember, Dig, or Bite. Actually, this is a fine move set, and this will probably turn into a better fire type move. I don't think we should teach him
we
Iron
need to
Tail.
save a fire slot, and Dig and Bite are both good.
Let's see. Buster can learn it. That might be useful. Thinking about it. What else does Buster have on him, though? You know what? Fuck Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Buster's going to be our Erica machine then, I guess.
That's cool.
Which is funny because we have 2 fire types, but it's like, yeah, no, I think it's going to be more useful to us to use the Eevee with Iron Tail for now. We will probably do Shadow Ball in a little bit, but not right away.
Yeah, because we have a bunch of things that can bite, so whatever.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? There was a second shop down there. I'm super dumb for not checking. There's a second. The guy over here sells different stuff.
Is he also TMs?
No, he sells.
How many Pokeballs do we have right now?
Pokeballs specifically?
80 and 80. How many Great Balls?
29.
Okay, we're fine.
Yeah, if they had Ultra Balls, I'd start buying those, but they don't. I'm really annoyed by the fact that it takes so long to unlock Ultra Balls. But that's fine.
You know what we mentioned heart scales, you know what that makes me think of? Is anyone else a weirdo about this kind of thing? Where it's like you just really like to collect a lot of one stupid thing in a video game?
Yeah, I think everybody does that.
Like one specific thing.
Oh, well,
Like in Pokemon, I will catch a shitload of Meowths, for example.
It's a Switch.
And then there's some Minecraft ones. They made a real game like that, didn't they?
Yep, that was...
Was it terrible?
People didn't like it because it was based on, like, mobile stuff. Oh my god, we're fused.
Kinda.
Oh, we look gross. Like, the slow movement out of sync is what does it. Okay, but
We're like an Animorphs cover.
Yeah, so they did do this game, which is just like the weird pixel Pokemon thing. They shut down Pixelmon, which was a Minecraft mod, over this. And then when they released it, it turned out to be almost nothing at all, and then they abandoned it.
Great.
So it still totally exists, but it hasn't gotten any updates since the last one, which I think was like last year or something.
I remembered looking at it and thinking it looked ugly.
Yeah, I don't like it. And it apparently takes absolutely forever to actually get anything going in that game, because you have to just grind, unless you want to pay them money. And it's like, no thank you, it's a free game.
You can tell which Pokemon you got from other people because their IDs are different. That voice is easier to do what I'm saying.
Yeah. A sports game. I bet Dad would like that.
Dad? Who?
Dad.
I've never heard of
What's
him.
a dad? I'm trying to look at the posters on the wall there. Is it just me or does the Pikachu one actually look better than the Eevee one?
They're both good. It's just a more dynamic pose for that Pikachu.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like these were not the actual covers for the games, and I'm actually kind of disappointed in that. Because those look pretty good.
Oh yeah, the covers for the actual games aren't that great looking.
Oh, it's a role-playing game. Not that you've got any time for that.
Fuck you, let me play. Put a bunch of little games inside. Here and in the game corner and in your room at home and pallet. Just give me a bunch of stupid mini games. Just do it. Just do it.
Okay. Can we talk about the fact that there's a literal computer here?
Yeah, but it's not a PC that you can, like, get stuff out of.
No. It's Switch, laptop, Switch, and then desktop PC. At a Pokemon exhibition.
Well, it's the department store, so I guess you can just buy that here.
It's just my thought here is Game Freak trying to tell us something, and I don't know.
No, it's just in like electronics section.
I mean, it could be, yeah. It's a Nintendo Switch. It's a fighting game. It looks pretty difficult. Hey, it's Pokken. Yeah, let us play Pokken.
I don't really want to, but give us the option.
I need to go to the restroom, but here comes another guest. The new guy who's supposed to take over my shift is running late. Here, take this thing. I have to skedaddle, so maybe it can inspire you to cover for me. Got helping hand.
I'm a child.
Did this guy used to give us counter? And the line used to be...
Not like the counter
Not like the counter I'm leaning on. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
TMO3 is Helping Hand. Helping Hand will boost the power of an ally's attacks during battle. Sweet, this kid says he'll trade me a Kangaskhan for my Haunter. This one's like, I'm totally ripping this other kid off. Come to me. Okay,
I figured we'd both be a DeVito voice. Come to me, my new Haunter. I absolutely love Haunter. I collect them. Huh? Haunter evolved into a different Pokemon while being traded.
So I guess this kid got fucked, actually. Like,
no, he got the better deal. Still,
if he's collecting Haunter, though, it's his favorite Pokemon,
well,
and then it goes and evolves.
He was gonna have to learn this one way or the other.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
He should have been trading for Ghastlies.
Let's see here. Is this the general store? I really need to start checking these posters as we go up. Express yourself with gifts. Special evolution. Evolution sales on stone. Evolution sales on stone now.
When I was a kid, in like middle school, for some reason all of the elementary school I mean, go ahead and keep going.
What the ever-loving fuck is an ice stone?
Is that how they're... Oh no, that wouldn't be how they deal with things like Frostlass, because there's not going to be
Because there is no Frostlass.
I don't know.
I am beside myself. I don't know what... This isn't even a thing from any of the other games.
I feel like an ice stone is a thing, but it was a hold item? I don't know. Fuck.
It's not for Glaceon, by the way, Fapnes, because Glaceon's not in this game.
So fucking weird.
Oh. Somebody called it. Mm-hmm. It's for Alolan Vulpix.
I want one.
We don't have access to them yet.
Well, Vulpix
but
is
we will
around.
Get an ice stone for that.
Oh, you mean you gotta get them? You can't. Okay, my brain is dumb. I was thinking like, oh, we can catch a Vulpix and make it a Alolan Vulpix.
No. Not like that.
Well, I want a prom queen.
I think we don't have any Thunderstones yet, so I will buy one of those. We can use it on Tiny Chew if you want, or we could just leave it the way that it is.
But there was another Pikachu that you wanted to train. Tiny Chew was mine. As opposed to the other one.
Alright, do you want to switch to the other one then?
If you want, we kept Tiny Chew around for payday.
This is true. So
really, we could just chain for an even better Pikachu. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess so.
Where am I? There I am. Anyways, this is back to the heart scale thing. As a kid in middle school, all the elementary school kids in the neighborhood, hats.
There's a little crown on that table.
I want that.
Welcome, what are you looking for?
Hats.
Straw hat, sweet hat, elegant hat.
They're expensive.
Oh, they're so expensive, though.
Anyways, the kids in the neighborhood would play... Oh, shit.
Fuck you, I want that tiny crown!
The kids in the neighborhood would play with marbles, but because, the kids are like this, they would also get, like, ball bearings from... I'm not sure where. Skateboards or something?
Probably.
But they would have just metal marbles, and they'd just whack the regular marbles, and they'd shatter, because that's amusing for kids. Glasses.
Oh my fucking god, we can buy glasses.
Fuck.
Yes, please.
But, like, they would shatter the marbles, and I would encourage kids to come to me with all their marble shards and trade them in for things. Like, if I had anything, or just give me your garbage. And every time we have, like, NPCs in games that are like, give me 1,000,000 of this thing, in my heart it's like, oh, I know exactly that feeling. You want the shiny thing.
Yes.
And sometimes in games, I'll just have some shiny random object that is like, you know, I'm gonna get a bunch of these. Sometimes in games where you can pick up garbage, I'll just take all the garbage and make a big pile of. Fuck.
The implications.
Hell yeah. I feel like we've cracked the code.
We've reached the best
Play with
possible outcome. It gets no better than this. Buster seems absent-minded.
Because you put a brain slug on him. Pet that Diglett.
I'm petting the Diglett that's mecha piloting our Eevee.
What are we naming that Diglett?
The Diglett's fake, by the way. If it turns to the side, you can see a little bit of, like, stitching.
Yeah, but what are we naming him?
Moon Mole.
Yeah, rest in peace, Moon Mole.
This is the best, actually. I don't know if we can get this Eevee to look any better than this.
You know, chat's suggesting that underneath a Diglett is just an Eevee. Like, yeah, this is a good joke, but what if it is they're just parasites, and if you were to pull them up, they'd just have things that they've collected, just other Pokemon.
I hope so.
Yeah, that's rad as hell.
Like they're just land barnacles. Oh, hey.
Meh.
Eevee's screaming at us. Buster seems to be curious about the vending machine. We've already got tea.
Yeah, he wants some soda or something.
Well, the other ones weren't selling lemonade, so I guess lemonade. You gave Buster the can of lemonade.
Isn't there actually, if you, like, look at how much everything, like, heals, like, one of the sodas is actually better to buy than potions or something?
Yes, I think sodas are better than general potions. Buster seems enamored with the lemonade's smooth taste.
The best lemonade isn't all that smooth. You want it to burn going down, a little bit of pulp.
Why are these pigeons just flying in place?
The pigeons on the roof.
Yeah, but they're just sitting there.
Yeah.
My sister's a trainer, believe it or not, but she's so selfish that it drives me nuts.
I'm thirsty. I want something to drink from the vending machine. Well, are you gonna get her a drink?
We already...
She's gonna give you something.
Yeah, okay, we don't have a... You're right, okay.
Yeah, you immediately fed it to Buster's.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that, but you're super right, actually. Get one of each. I'm pretty sure she gives you something different for each one, right?
I don't know.
I don't recall. That's fine. We have a bunch of heal items, even if we don't.
I like how there's a recycling bin right next to it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's not just a trash bin because it's got two
holes.
It's like glass and plastic.
Yeah. Even though they're not labeled in any way, shape, or form. And I'm sure that they actually go to the same unit underneath. But, you know.
Well, it's just a polygon.
It's small enough so that you can easily fit a bottle in there.
Yeah. Thank you. You can have this.
Light
see if she's got other ones.
I think she gives you all of the different walls. You want to read that? You can.
It's the move that reduces the damage received when an opponent's special moves. Get her more food. Get her all the drink.
I know. I got them. Don't worry. I bought one of each.
Yay, soda pop. Thank you. You can have this from me.
It's reflect. Yeah, so I was right. It's going to be light screen, reflect, and what's the last one?
I don't know.
Dark screen. I don't know. Star scream.
It's the move that reduces the damage received from an opponent's physical moves.
Could be Aurora Veil, but I kind of hope it isn't.
No.
Might be, though.
She gives you, like, TM97 lemonade. It just creates lemonade.
You can have this. It's protect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not really a wall.
That's fair.
But yeah. TM7 contains Protect. It's a move that blocks the moves of your opponent. Cool, thanks, kid.
This kid's just full of sugar and fluids now.
We're all full of fluids.
Yeah, but more so than the rest of us.
Not necessarily.
This hiker has little eyes on his hat.
Wanting to hike all the way to the top of even a department store. That is the destiny of a true hiker.
So you just like stairs? Sure.
He's just hiking stairs, yeah.
I like how this kid up here, we're giving all this stuff to. I have like a hypno. It's like, you will be snatched if I'm not watching this hypno.
Yeah, well, our hypno is nice. I like to think our hypno's not a monster. I mean, okay, they're monster. You know what I mean. A Pokemon is inherently a monster, but not in that way.
The Cadbury is nice to kids.
Yeah, are you sticking with that name? You
I
want
don't
to name
know.
it Cadbury?
Like I'm like playing with it in my head. Just Cadbury the Hypno.
I feel like Cadbury is a name that's given to like a villain butler.
Does that not work for a Hypno?
I mean, I guess it does.
I was thinking of it more as like a tomboy kind of name. Like it's kind of neutral, but in that way where it would also be like a trendy name to give to a little baby, because it's like, oh, it's a last name is a first name.
The person in chat says, my niece once got a sugar high and spun in a circle for 21 minutes straight.
That sounds correct.
Yeah.
I know, I've been there.
Is this the hotel or is this the restaurant?
I don't know.
It's the restaurant.
Yeah, Cadbury Cream Eggs, because Drowsy is like dipped in chocolate, but the top part is yellow. So it's creamy.
Yeesh. I played so much at the game corner that my hands are twitching. Games are way too much fun these days.
Oh, you're supposed to give me your fucking wallet, old man. Jeez. I'm looking at the food behind him, by the way.
It's an omelet and...
it looks like a hamburger steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With some cabbage.
Yeah. It's a very
shit,
Japanese
he's got
thing.
some curry. I want some curry.
Hey you, you know what I heard? Seems there are several floors hidden below the game corner.
Why are you having this conversation? Why are you sitting so far away from your wife? What's wrong
Well,
with
they
you?
might not be married. This might just be that there's two tables in this place.
Just saying.
My Pokemon are weak, so I often buy medicines at the department store. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if your department store is a pharmacy, yeah.
I'll eat all the curry they can carry.
Same. Japanese
Yeah,
curry,
alright, I mean,
like
it's fine.
mild with something sweet, like you throw in some of those little bits of radish.
Hey, a new face. Welcome. This place is always packed with regulars.
Just gets like some calpico and some cream corn croquettes with. I miss home. I miss having a curry house in the mall.
Yeah, Japanese curries is really good.
It's fucking amazing.
There's pictures of it there too.
Yeah, and then I don't know what that is next to it.
It looks like noodles in a sauce with
Like
slices
bell
of some
peppers
kind
or
of vegetable
something?
on it. Yeah, some kind of Japanese spaghetti.
Yeah,
I guess I wouldn't mind Japanese spaghetti.
Like it doesn't really look like yakisoba or anything, but it's something.
Let's see here. Is this the one that's the weird hotel? this blink twice. Like, oh my god. There's just rockets in this man's home. That game where the Pokemon fly through the sky, it's a huge hit. We're positively raking in the cash now. I feel like I'm on cloud 9.
Maybe he's their fall guy who is the front for their stuff.
Don't touch the posters at the game corner. There's no secret switches behind any of them.
Who's this lady? See this lady?
That's
With
his
no
wife.
face?
They're holding for ransom.
Maybe.
Jeez, this poor old man.
Maybe if we offered Pokemon as prizes to top scorers, we could make even more money.
Tiny Chew's
Huh?
really
What?
freaking
I
out.
wasn't talking to you, kid.
What up, zombie? Yeah, I'm a big nerd. we all big nerds.
If you're not a big nerd, what are you even doing here?
That reminds me, to everybody who's watching who hasn't yet, please follow? How do I want to phrase this? We appreciate followers.
We're really close to
Oh, fuck.
Hell yeah.
Thank you to Zombie Dude for following. We really appreciate it. Welcome to the space beneath the floorboards. We've got boots and things for you to eat if you'd like them. They're very squeaky and deep fried. The picture on the calendar, by the way, is the flower.
Oh shit, it's that weird not Bellsprout.
Yeah, it's that weird thing that looks like no Pokemon ever. This is the hotel. This was what I was talking about when I was saying things about the hotel. This area is really glitchy in red, blue, and yellow. It used to be
Nice
that
wall art.
this corner of the room in the original version of the hotel, the way that they built this hotel in red, blue, and yellow was they took the map for the Pokemon Center, they copied it, pulled everything out of it, including like the receptionists and the people and everything like that, and they just plunked it down and went, that's a hotel. And it's
wiggled.
because it's a hotel that you can't get into, and it has no extra floors. What they forgot to do was remove an event in the back corner, which isn't going to be here because they're not a thing anymore. In red, blue, yellow, all of them, walking back here and talking to this corner would activate an invisible PC.
Nice.
It's not here anymore.
I never knew this.
Yeah, it's not here anymore. I really wanted to show it to us earlier this week when we were doing red, but we didn't get to the point where it shows up. There's just an invisible PC here in red, blue, and yellow. It's the most bizarre thing ever. And yes, they've got Gyarados
and Fapnys.
And wait a minute. Yeah, because we've got both of those in our party.
It's coincidence. It has to be.
I'm hoping it's coincidence. Otherwise,
Because-
like, we might need to like switch our Pokemon around.
Yeah,
and
but then they'd
come
have
back
to
in.
have like 150 of these.
I guess.
And both of those are considered pseudo-legendaries, sort of, within first-gen lore. Sort of.
Yeah, you know what? That's true. That is true. They're those weird pseudo-legendaries
Yeah, it's
because
like-
it's Magikarp. You don't expect it to actually evolve into something good. Growlithe takes a Firestone, but then it's also a Foodog and, a Kite Dragon or whatever.
Yeah.
Yippee, I'm on vacation. My sis brought me along. She's the best.
Small child, I'm giving a terrifying voice.
I came here on vacation with my brother and my boyfriend. Just the three of us. Isn't Celadon a beautiful city?
Why did you take your brother?
Because there was no one else to watch him.
Aww. What about her
You
parents?
know that's it.
Why? Why did she bring her brother along too?
I like that he was questioning it as well.
Well,
Thank you.
If you can't...
It's realistic.
If you can't tolerate the family, you're not going to get too close to her. Tiny Chew's chill.
I think Ninetales was considered a pseudo-legendary in Gen 1 too.
Yeah. A Kitsune, a Shisa, a
like,
Dragon.
I mean, technically speaking, you have a handful of Pokemon that are considered like pseudo-almost legendaries, but aren't actually in any way, shape, or form. And then a lot of Pokemon are based on legendary things, and it kind of blurs the line, so you sort of got to be careful because you're never sure where the hell you're sitting on any of that. This is the most pointless bush in the game. It doesn't actually block anything at all. If we break it down, unless they change something for Let's Go, if we cut it down, you can see it should just take us back to the main street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was nothing.
So this bush, you can literally walk around in any way. Because you can come down here, you don't have to do anything to get into this area. Let's see. There's a Gnaw.
Oh, shouldn't I be able to reach the gym from here? That's not the hedge you cut. Are we taking the gym?
Do we have anything else left to do in the city?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, we have rockets, obviously.
Yeah,
but
but
the gym is actually...
You gotta shoo them out of the way of the game corner first.
I guess that's true. The street... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna talk to the guy in front of it and see what he says.
Don't you have to get through Silph first?
Yeah, because I think that's what it is, but I want to see his stuff, just in case.
Yeah, he's not budging.
Yeah, no, he's not.
We're not playing Detective Pikachu Lucaron because we don't have it.
I'm guarding this poster. Go away or else.
I keep forgetting.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Oh,
I didn't realize this was a fight.
Yeah, I don't
That's
remember
fine. I'm
that.
okay with this. Like,
I thought we had to do Silph first. Maybe I'm just remembering
maybe
wrong.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting Detective Pikachu is even a game. I just keep thinking of just the movie.
Yeah. I love that our Eevee is dressed like this.
Yeah.
Like, even in battle. Come on, give me the... just, you can see it from the back there.
We'll just select a move and he'll use it and you'll see him.
Yeah. Iron Tail. Your turn. You gotta do 2-on-1 against the Rockets because they deserve to have people cheat against them.
They kind of do.
Yeesh.
Also, we're being told to give a round of applause for Ninetales, just in general.
Oh, go back for me.
Okay.
Sorry, I messed up.
Yeah, that's fine.
The Pokeball is a really awkward controller when it comes to clicking on things because sometimes I'll hit up or down while I click.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Round of applause for Ninetales? Sure. You know what?
Like,
yeah, Ninetales is fine.
Yeah, in 7th Gen, you have an Alolan Ninetales and Alolan Sandslash.
Honestly, normal Ninetales is, I like the design, but the actual, hey, 420 experience, the actual, like, stat build and the move pool and everything for the Pokemon aren't the best. I really like Alolan Ninetales because they fix a lot of the problems I had with it. Like in terms of stats and general move pool build and everything like that.
I like Vulpix is one of my personal favorites from when I was a kid. Just
Blast.
In general, Ninetales is good too. Hard to draw when you're 10 years old because you lose track of them tails real easy.
Yeah,
There's such a great, pretty, and a minimalist design, really.
At this rate, the location of Team Rocket's hideout is going to be discovered. I better tell the boss. Just ran away.
Oh, we're being told that there's some reason we need to talk to the people in the Pokemon Center.
Yeah,
here.
no, I'm going back. Somebody said that. Somebody said that earlier, and I was just waiting on... Oh, whoops. Okay, well. Look, okay, the Pokeball gets... It changes position in your hand often, so I can't help that. Sometimes I start walking diagonally or in the completely wrong direction because this fucking ping pong ball has spun. It happens.
Yeah. It's reasonable. Ninetales is one of those ones where it's like a single color Pokemon, but the form of it is so like distinct that it doesn't need a bunch of colors.
It's a man with a whip. Oh, it seems like you've been having quite a marvelous adventure. That means I should increase the moves I can teach your Pokemon. So, hey you. Do you want me to teach a marvelous move to Eevee? Not right now. I see. If you change your mind, please come back.
We do need to eventually teach it one of those
fancy it's
moves.
got those weird fancy bubbly bubs or whatever. I've come here to collect a lot of Cantonian Vulpix. Is that really the word we're using now?
I've always been partial to Cantonese, but that's not really correct.
No. I guess Cantonian is now canon.
I guess in
Canonian?
English.
Yeah. If you have a Vulpix, please trade it for my Vulpix. Okay.
I think it's
Do we have a
inaccurate to
Vulpix?
call it that.
Oh, we do.
though.
We have one.
Do we wanna?
I mean, we can get other Vulpix.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't chain that one or anything.
Yeah, we didn't. We barely caught it.
Yeah.
I guess we can trade them. Is this a one-time trade though? Huh.
If we can just keep coming back and getting more prom queens, then we should.
That's really cool, Boeing. Boeing says that he's made some avatars for Vulpix. So he's working on 3D models.
For
and things.
Eevees.
Yeah. Sorry,
Oh, for
Eevees.
VR chat?
Yeah, probably VR
Okay.
chat. That's what Boeing does. He makes models for things.
Neat.
Offers a trade. So do we want to do this?
Yeah, let's just do it.
Okay.
I like to think of Alolan Vulpix as prom queen because it's so frilly with such a big hair.
Remember that shape? Because if that's the one we get back, then they literally just set it up so that the Pokemon you give is the same as the one you get.
Yeah, maybe.
It happens sometimes. I'm hoping this isn't a one-time trade, but it could be.
Well, at least we're getting a higher level.
I mean, that's fair, too. It used to be that you got a Pokemon at the exact same level, too.
Was it always?
Yep.
Huh.
I don't know if people actually ever realize that,
I
but
never
as a
noticed.
kid, I caught that pretty fast. So it's like certain Pokemon are easier to level up than others, too. So if you really want like a high-level Pokemon, you just get like a Spearow and you level it up super high, and then you trade it for Ducks, and then you get a really high-level Spearow.
I like your hair. It's real big.
Yeah. Alolan Vulpix is fucking great. Thanks for the trade. Alolan Vulpix are ice type, unlike Vulpix and Kanto. Yeah. I forget what the reasoning for that is. I think it's because there's, like, too much water. So they move up into the mountains to get away from it because they're fire types. And then they wind up becoming ice types while living in the icy mountains of Hawaii.
I don't know. I mean, it's a Kitsune, so I guess it turns into Yukiona.
Kind of.
Kinda?
Let's sort again by level. Alolan Vulpix is adorable, by the way. Like, I can't express that enough.
And Alolan Sandshrew
Oh, whoops.
is a little goofy looking, but Sandslash is pretty neat. And just as a team, they're kind of fun.
Can you not just... I thought I could move them around, but I guess I can't. Okay.
Oh.
Well, look at it, though.
A precious babe.
Let's see. Confuse Ray, Aurora Beam, Dazzling Gleam, and Ice Beam. They get a really good move eventually called Aura Veil, which is a... Okay, no, it's a completely different set of IVs.
And it looks kind of
really
random.
Good. Yeah, it might be. In which case, maybe we should have chained something before coming in here and doing it, because that may have determined what it would have been. I don't know.
I don't know.
Interesting. I'm wondering if we get new Pokedex data for this as well, but it didn't tell us. I'm going to check if I can remember where the hell the Pokedex is. There it is. Okay. It's on the main menu. I was looking for it in the item
Oh man,
pocket.
we've never actually looked in here, have we?
I think I looked in here when you went to the bathroom once and was talking to chat. But
okay.
For the most part, yeah, we've never really looked in here. I forget where Vulpix is. There it is. Check data. And then I can switch language, but I can't switch... Oh, up and down. Hey! There it goes.
Vulpix, the fox Pokemon. It looks like snow come to life, and the breath it exhales is negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Another name for it is Keo.
Which
No
means...
apostrophes?
No.
Okay, I don't know what it means.
I don't know either. And then this one is just normal.
I grew up in Hawaii. I can pronounce Hawaiian stuff, but I don't always know what it means.
There we go. Now we can see all of it.
Gorgeous.
I don't like the angle that they picked for everything, which is like right in here. Because it makes me think that like it's got an awkwardly shaped body. And then it's like you see it normally and it's like, oh wait, no, that's fine. It was really weird the way that they had it though. It's adorable.
Yeah.
It's got a little headbutt movement, and then it's got just like a breathy movement.
Because it's such a pale monochrome, I just kind of want to put like an accessory on her.
Yeah.
Like a little corsage or like a ribbon.
Yeah.
But I can't do that. Because they didn't let us in this game.
Okay. So that's good. We can use that Vulpix eventually. We don't have to do that right now if you don't want to. Do you want to use it, or?
Well, we're about to hit a grass type gym, and that's an ice type.
Oh, that's true. Who do you want to mix in there then?
You can remove Tiny Chew. She's not going to be super helpful right now.
Okay, we'll pull out Tiny Chew then. Did you want to give that Vulpix a name?
Eventually, but I can't think of one right now.
Okay, that's fair. I think I'm gonna sit her in Eevee's space for now. I don't know if this is gonna be good or bad, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
You might want to... I mean, I guess you can't take her out and, like, train her in the grass. I keep thinking this is a real game.
No. Yeah, no. No, we can't do that. She does have moves and stuff that are fine. But, oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, what's her moveset?
Take out a Pokeball. I checked the moveset when I was actually checking the summary earlier, but it's
I was looking.
Confuse Ray, Aurora Beam, Dazzling Gleam, and Ice Beam. And I was talking about Aurora Veil is something that they get, and it's really good, but it doesn't have it yet. So it's like, eh.
This all looks okay, though.
I mean, Ice Beam is good on anything. Like,
yeah,
literally
Ice Beam's
anything.
nice. Just slap that onto, like, any grass type. I mean, not grass type, any water type, and it'll deal with grass pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, when Josh was training things in 7th Gen, he was training an Alolan Ninetales and an Alolan Sandslash, and we kept trying to think of names for it. And one of the things I think I was trying to do a thing where one of the names started with U and the other one started with Key,
yeah.
so that they'd be Yuki together.
Yes. I believe they wound up becoming... I want to say it was Yuhime and Kione, or something like that.
I don't remember what you did.
I don't remember either. It's really unfortunate that I don't remember my Pokemon's
Yeah, they were both
names.
girls, and the idea was that they were a double battle team.
And they were super good. I really liked them together. By the way, Alolan Sandshrew and Alolan Sandslash, fucking amazing also. Just absolutely great Pokemon.
Yeah. So we've kind of in another game expended the Yuki sort of concept.
Yeah, so we're going to have to find a different one to go for with this.
There's many things. I might just want to give her like a prom queen sort of name,
Yeah,
but
you
I
can do
can't
that. That's
think
fine.
of who's the most popular girl in school.
Heather.
Honestly, yeah, she could be a Heather.
She's Snow Heather.
But
Go ahead
but then we need 2 more Heathers.
We don't need that.
Yes, we do.
Go do your thing.
My Jigglypuff has an adamant nature.
That's a bad nature for a Jigglypuff.
It's easy to raise its attack stat, but not so easy to raise its special attack. Its double slap is a real slap in the face.
Actually, is Jigglypuff a special attacker or a
I don't see
physical
why
attacker?
it would be. Look at it.
I would assume it would be special, but it actually might be physical now that I think about it. I don't know.
I think they're physical. Also, I disappeared.
Huh. Maybe
on
they are.
accident.
Oh yeah, this guy's dialogue got changed apparently. Ah! This gym is great. It's full of strong trainers. It used to be it's full of pretty girls.
Yeah, I mean,
They
we can still tell what you're doing, old man.
Yeah, right. So this is Erica.
I mean, it's not.
Well, not this, yeah. This is the champ in the making guy's replacement because he's too busy at the arcade.
Oh, that's true, he is. Oh, so you want to challenge Erica? Challenge Erica?
Challenge Erica?
The gym leader?
Yeah.
I'll have you know, we only let trainers with cute Pokemon enter the gym.
My
Luckily
Pokemon's
for
cute.
us-
Fuck you. That Eevee is adorable right
Yeah,
now.
the Eevee never leaves our head. Do you have one? Here, let me see. And cute isn't a stat anymore. There's no pageants. There's no contests.
Who do we show her?
Let's show her Hypno.
Okay.
The cutest. Huh? Hypno. It's cute. Super cute. Can I pet it? Just a little bit, please? Is it because she's 2 feet shorter than she should be?
Maybe.
Oh, it feels so good. I just want to bury my face. This is a Hypno. This is kind of creepy. It smells good, too. I love it.
Gross.
Fine, then. I guess I have to let you into the Celadon City gym, seeing as how you bought a cute Pokemon and all. They would have allowed anything.
Yeah, I bet we could have clicked literally anything.
Thank you to May Simpson. We successfully hypnotized her.
Yeah,
That is
probably.
what. Aw, they put garlands on the statue.
On the oh yeah, they did. That's adorable.
Yeah, it's a nice touch. So we got a hedge maze to go through.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to fiddle with the strap on the Pokeball real quick.
So we need to acquire 3 Alolan Vulpixes and name them Heather C, Heather M, and Heather D, and then get a regular Vulpix and name it Veronica.
This is not a hedge maze, by the way.
Like, sort of.
I don't think it's a maze. I think it's just a path, and then they've just got trainers along it.
Yeah, but it's supposed to look like
It's a
hedge
traditional
maze.
labyrinth. There's not a maze. You're just going in one line until you hit the center.
Yeah, but they're evoking with all these hedges.
Oh, this is the one who was touching our Hypno.
Oh, you're the one I saw earlier.
And she's been kidnapped.
I'll show you my cute Pokemon.
Yeah, Hypno's
And she
just
pulls out,
anybody
like,
who
5
gets too
Hypnos.
close to our Hypno is just like walking away with these people. Picks him up like a standee, puts him under an arm, and just walks off. And it's like, Hypno, where are you going? And he's,
Just give me a minute.
I don't know why it's another Dandy DeVito.
Yeah, I don't
Especially
know.
because our Hypno's a girl.
Yeah, I don't know if Cadbury has a DeVito voice.
Nah. I like to think she wouldn't anyway.
I guess she'd have... What's DeVito's wife's name? Because there's a lady who always plays his wife and everything, right? She's his actual wife? Is that how that goes?
I don't think she's his actual wife, but she might be.
I'm under the impression that he's just married to that one lady who's like twice his height, which isn't hard to be.
All I know is that he eats eggs on Broadway right now.
On Broadway?
Yeah, actually, Danny DeVito is a Broadway actor.
Oh, okay. I don't follow
He does do
Broadway.
movies, but then he also does like plays and stage performances and
You're
stuff.
too rough.
I forget what he's in currently, but it's something where it actually legitimately requires him to sit up on stage and eat an egg and talk at the same time. And apparently he's one of the only actors who has developed a skill where he can do that and you can hear him perfectly fine.
Okay, thank you, Busters. He knows who I'm talking about. The person I'm thinking of is named Rhea Perlman, and they're on and off married.
Yeah.
So, like, when they feel like it, they're married?
I guess.
But yeah, I guess that could be what our Hypno sounds like. I kind of remember her voice. They were the parents in Matilda, right?
Maybe. Was Danny DeVito...
Yeah, he was the dad in
He was the
Matilda.
dad in Matilda?
I'm almost positive he was the dad and the narrator.
Huh. I didn't remember.
I'm pretty sure I'm remembering the right movie.
I mean, that's fair. Like, if that's what it is, that's pretty cool. I didn't remember that at all. Oh, welcome. I was getting bored.
We haven't heard that voice in a while.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Thank you for giving me a slight break.
You're welcome.
And yeah, Buster's
You're challenged
confirming
by
Danny
Beauty Mom.
DeVito was the dad in Matilda.
Huh. It's been a while since I've even thought of
Oh,
Matilda.
shit. Eggs.
Oh, fuck.
You know what I realized?
She's
And
offering us nice eggs.
I've mentioned it on the blog for Popkas. So in like first gen, Execute turns into Executor and it has heads all the way around Executor.
Yes.
So like, I don't think it's literally the 6, but it's enough. Like it's got enough heads that you kind of don't think about it.
Yeah.
In later generations, it just has the 3 faces on the front.
Yep, and there's, 6 eggs in Execute,
Yes.
so you do lose some.
Where
there's
do they
also
go?
the broken Execute, which is weird because they are actively not actually eggs. They're coconuts, they're seeds.
Sort of.
It's sort of.
It
but
still
then you've
looks
got
like an
one
egg.
that's like cracked open and there's yolk inside, and it's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I think it's just someone wanted to sprite an eggs monster, and then they figured out later what to call it and name it and stuff. Because it's like, well, what the
It
fuck
had to
is
have been,
this?
yeah.
Someone sprited some eggs and then brought it up to the rest of the team, and they're like, well, okay, but what does it do? What's its type? And they're like, just make it a grass.
It's a normal type,
It's
and they're like,
grass
we have
eggs.
too many of those.
It's a grass egg, guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just assumed that was one of the ones in first gen that they kind of made up on the fly.
Weren't you peeking in here earlier? No. You're thinking of the old man sitting outside.
Yeah, not us 10-year-olds.
No, yeah, we're 10-year-olds. We're a 10-year-old and a ghost. Like, I've got a Pokemon on my head. I don't look anything like that old man. I don't even think we're tall enough to do that. But yeah, no, Execute it's kind of a weird Pokemon. But also, I would like to point out that there is a Pokedex entry for Executor, I believe in first gen or second gen, I forget which one it is, where the Pokedex entry actively talks about when Executor is exposed to more sunlight, it does get taller and it grows more heads. So under pristine conditions, they do have more heads.
Okay.
So in Red and Blue, the sprite only has 3 heads, or it has 6 heads because they're all the way around. But in every game after that, it's only got the 3. In Alola, they get significantly taller, and it does have a 4th head.
But that's still not the full 6 Executes.
It's not the full 6 from Red and Blue, but even when they do remakes of Red and Blue, like Fire Red and Leaf Green, the heads were still only 6. It has more heads in Alola than anywhere else, not including the original sprite. Which is weird, but
it's
like...
weird. Where do the other ones go?
Look, see my Pokemon. I like the grass type. I like how they're easy to raise. I don't know, strange voices.
It's just giving me a little break.
Yeah. Beauty Tamia. But yeah, no, it does get taller and then it gains the extra head. It also becomes dragon type, which is like, well, I don't know why. It just happens, I guess.
Not? Just do it.
Sure, why not? I guess I can handle it being a dragon for no reason.
The thing is, though, like, I can kind of justify in my brain, like, oh, Magnemite to Magneton, they show up out of somewhere. Diglett to Dugtrio, they just show up out of somewhere. Where do they go when you lose
I like it, but it's dark. The other eggs become fertilizer.
Maybe.
Because there is a lot of body there. Maybe it's the top 3 eggs ascend and the rest of them just get formed into the body.
Yeah, or like with Cherubi to Cherim, or was it the other way around? I don't know. But like you get like the one that's
one
like
of them that eats the other.
The weaker twin gets reabsorbed or whatever.
We used to have a name for that thing, and I don't remember what it was. Yeah, Tumor Baby.
Yeah. We just personally call that thing Tumor Baby.
Yeah, because Cherubi is 2 heads, and then Cherim is a single Pokemon, and it's like, oh no.
Has 2 forms where it changes its mood and personality dramatically.
There was an argument that I've seen people make, and it's kind of a dark theory, but there are some arguments that I've seen people make where Azurill, there used to be, emphasis on used to be, they fixed it, and I don't like that they fixed it. There used to be a glitch for Azurill evolving to Meryl, where when Azurill was born, if it was born, I think it was male, and then evolved into Meryl, there was a 25% chance that its gender would change. So it would go from male to female.
So it would be like a toad or a clownfish.
Kind of. But what people thought, or brought up the idea of, was Azurill's tail is the exact same size as Azurill. There's a very good chance that that's actually a second Azurill turned away from you, because that's exactly what it would look like. So it could just be that they're 2 Azurill attached by one tail, and you make a decision on birth which one is the main one, and then when it evolves, one of the twins absorbs the other. But that's never confirmed, and it's way dark theory, and it's like, okay, it's probably fake, but still.
No, I did kind of like the quirk of a water type having the weird biological sex shift, just, sometimes.
Yeah.
What's your hobby? Yes, let's battle Pokemon.
Well, it's right up there. That is one of those mistakes where it was long-standing. It started in I want to say it started in 3rd gen?
Yeah, because Azurill was introduced in 3rd gen.
And it went on until 6th or 7th. I don't remember when they finally switched it over, but they did change it. And I was angry about it because they left everything the same, because Game Freak never changes things when they make weird mistakes. That was one of the weird mistakes that they made, that they just decided to change out of nowhere. And I was like, oh, that's almost kind of disappointing. Like, it was right up there with the Nidorina and Nidoqueen can't breed. They don't have breeding groups.
That's still annoying.
Yeah.
Because they're clearly supposed to be the
Bye,
grown-ups.
Boeing. I just realized Boeing's leaving. Sorry.
Just flying off into the sky towards his next destination.
Yeah. Experience Buster Grudo. What were we saying? I'm sorry.
I forget.
We were talking about Nidoqueen and not being able to breed.
Like, they're clearly the grown-ups of their line. So, and they're clearly paired. So why can't they breed?
I don't know. It's really weird.
I assume that it was just because, as being this, before the dimorphism was really implemented, they were introduced. It's like, oh, well, if you breed a Nidoqueen to something, then shouldn't it logically have a chance of giving you a male Nidoran, even if the father is some other thing? But then that may have been too much for the code at the time.
Well, I've seen the theory put forward that somebody may have messed up and clicked the wrong, entry. Because they internally in Game Freak, people think that they don't actually name the breeding like sets. Like they didn't up until a certain point. So it was just breeding group 1 through 25, and you just had to know what they were.
Oh, splendid.
So somebody clicked the wrong one and gave it the Ditto breeding group, which is, or not Ditto. God, what is the actual breeding group called? It's
Like
the same
the
one that they give to
unbreedable?
legendaries.
Okay.
Where it's just like non-breeding.
And it basically just implies, like chat's pointing this out, Nidorina goes through menopause when it evolves.
Oh, Nidorina can't breed either. It's not just Nidoqueen. I'm almost positive it's
so
both
only
of them.
their baby forms
Yeah, so
can-
only the baby form can actually breed, which is really
which
strange.
I guess it's not literally an
Okay.
indicator of age. It's their level, so like
Yeah.
sure it's not explicitly just babies, but
Welcome to the
it's
Celadon
weird.
City Gym. You'd better not underestimate the nice ladies here. I don't know.
That's a pretty good
I'm
Minnie
trying
Mouse
to do
voice.
a weird one. It's all up there. I'm still kind of congested and a little bit sick,
You're a
so
little
it
better
doesn't
than
work
I
as
am.
well. I was doing better yesterday, but I'm really, really like congested today. I woke up really bad. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
woke up in the middle of the night at like 5 in the morning or something, claiming that his teeth were hurting, and then he had to look it up, and then
Yeah,
take a
I
long
explained this at the
shower.
beginning, but it's like, yeah, I just had congestion in like my lower sinuses, which basically just makes it feel like the top of your jaw is just exploding. I had to sit in a hot bath for like 2 hours before it stopped, and I was like, okay, this is fine, I guess. The opposing Weeping Bell fainted. I didn't get back to bed until like 9 a.m.
Weeping Bell looks real weird in 3D.
Weeping Bell has always looked really weird in 3D. I don't know what's up with that.
It's clearly supposed to be hanging from its stem, but they can never
like
really do
originally, but they
that.
never really put it in there right.
And the textures of it, if they're too realistic, don't match everything, but as it is, it just makes it look more like, what the fuck is this weird pile of shapes?
Who's learning?
Uh,
Oh,
you don't
no,
need
fuck
that.
that. Yeah, we don't need roar. Vulpix did not learn roar. Why is Vulpix being pretty and ugh? Somebody said ugh, Vulpix is so
Jealousy.
pretty.
Hey, it's an orb. It's an orb with hair.
Okay, no joke. Tangela is a Pokemon that I don't care about. I love it retroactively. Tangela, when I was a kid, I thought nothing of Tangela. I didn't like it. It was just a who cares. When I became an adult, I loved Tangela. Tangrowth is amazing. And when the beta for the evolution and the baby
Oh.
form for Tangela were released,
Wait, there's a baby?
yeah, the baby. It was the one that's just the singular eye with the things coming out.
Now I remember. I drew
Yeah.
all of them like
Yeah,
a
you
couple
did.
months ago. Like, I remember the evolution. I wasn't remembering
they're all
the baby.
adorable, and
Yeah.
and the evolution is a better Tangrowth than Tangrowth,
I love
and that's
that it
coming
has,
from
like-
someone who likes Tangrowth.
I love that the beta version had like a Hime cut. So anyways, we're gonna kill this one. Everything good?
Yeah, just checking some stuff on chat.
Yeah, I feel like Tangle is a goofy as hell concept. Like, clearly it was just part of that set of Pokemon where they kind of just drew a black circle and then put stuff on it.
Yeah,
its feet
it's
don't
another
make any
one of
sense
those. It's just a
they're
black circle
cartoonish.
with scraps.
But Tangrowth really does validate it in retrospect.
It's so good.
Oh yeah, Tangrowth is great.
I don't know why it was so good. Like, a lot of the other weird Gen 4 evolution Pokemon are, like, all over the place. Like, they're not bad, necessarily.
Did
like,
we
a
fight
lot of
this
them are
lady?
really good. Yeah, but I wanted to look around a little bit.
Yes, we fought her.
Oh, which lady?
That lady.
This one? No, we haven't fought her yet.
Okay.
Sorry. I thought you asked, are we going to fight this lady?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, but I want to look over here.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be the route back to the beginning, yeah. So the route forward is the one here on the right-hand side. And then that's going to have 2 routes in and of itself.
Oh hey, we don't like bug or fire type Pokemon in here. Deal with it.
Fucking your... I don't even know how to respond to that. Too bad. There you go.
Well, we didn't bring a bug.
We could. We have an entire box in our pocket.
Yeah.
We brought an ice type. Is that any better?
Yeah, they should hate those.
Yeah, how many ice types were there even in this generation that weren't also water types?
I don't think any.
No, because Jinx is in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jinx is ice and psychic, so
I think
that
so,
might be
yeah.
it.
But Jinx was really, really difficult to
And
get. in this game.
Articuno.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Articuno too.
But everything else, it's like Lapras.
You wouldn't be able to have
Seal.
Articuno this part of the game. You
Yeah.
wouldn't have Lapras or Seal either. Now that I think about it, you might have a Shelder. Maybe.
Well, is Shelter ice? I mean, Cloyster is, right?
Yeah, but you could evolve it. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You might have picked up a Shelder.
But it's a
via...
stone MO, so you might not have by this point.
Yeah, and it's a water stone, and that is a water and ice type. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's ice was
yeah.
really ignored for a long time.
Somebody said this is a way bigger gym in this version than it was in the original version, and yes, it is. It's significantly larger.
Yeah, but it's nice. And
It is. It's not like I dislike it or anything.
in like the anime, it was always implied to be basically just a full forest indoors. So like, I like this depiction. Of
The
it.
anime is always weird about
Yeah,
it,
but this
though.
is slightly anime based, sort of.
Yeah, I guess.
I think that's what they're going for. Is just this is just basically an entire indoors habitat. So it's nice and spacious, and you can get lost in it.
That shit where a Pokemon will sometimes shoot things off at nothing, by the way, is infuriating. Because it still takes PP.
Yeah, that is odd. I guess that's the downside of having a double battle.
I swear to God, there's a variation of that where when the Pokemon does it, it says there's no target, so the Pokemon can't use the attack, and then you
Yeah.
don't waste PP. But I don't remember what triggers that. I don't know.
I think it's just because the double battle we're doing is co-op. That maybe like they didn't care as much
That
when they
might
put
have
together
something to do
co-op.
with it, yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see. Almost there. Got 2 more things that we can cut through here.
One of them probably just winds back around to the beginning.
Yeah, one of them does, definitely. I think it's this one.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure. Yep, that one goes there. And I kind of expected a trainer to be sitting down there in that corner, but there wasn't anyone. That was interesting. There's enough space for him.
I don't know.
I know. Ice Beam is out of PP. It's completely out. We have Aurora Beam, which is it's similar, but it's not as good. So I'll have to switch over to that, and then as soon as we run out of that, we're gonna have to switch over to Eevee instead. I'm just saving before.
Oh yeah, we haven't saved it all.
Yeah, we
have
haven't saved it all, so I figured we may as
Oops.
well.
I want to be the best there ever was, to beat all the rest, yeah.